happened?
It went up to our standard. 85 got going. That's the first time I've ever seen the tight end really get going. So it was just hard watching that. We got to get better. We got to play better. Yeah, they was executing. They did a good job executing. Yeah, we just got to be better.
I saw it had been 33 games since the quarterback had thrown for over 300 yards against you guys, and Joe Flacco pretty much had that in the first half. Why was he so successful? What happened today?
He was just taking what we was giving to him. I'm not gonna say I can't believe like out of everybody we let Joe get it, but that would be I wouldn't expect him. Like if I had to think anybody, he wouldn't be the guy that I would think would do that. But he did a great job today. Yeah, man.
Why wouldn't he be the guy?
I don't know. I just wouldn't think that he'd be the. First of all, at the beginning he wasn't even on the team at first, right? Mm-hmm. So about a month ago. And then that just makes his story even better, though. You know, coming from not being on the team and just do what he did tonight. Not just tonight, but what he's been doing these weeks that he's been starting and playing. So, yeah.
Do you feel like you guys were ready for the start of this game?
I think we was. Like I said, they was executing. We just got to play better, but I definitely feel like we was ready, though.
How difficult was it to watch these guys clinch a playoff spot tonight, knowing that before the season, pretty much up until 4 plays into the season, you know, you had those same aspirations, and now you get to watch those guys?
It's unfortunate. Football things happen, you know what I mean, but it's definitely unfortunate.
Did you watch it? Did you stick around on the field?
No.
How does that motivate you, or I mean, because now it's been 2 years now, and you haven't had really an opportunity to playoffs.
Man, I just got to keep finding ways to get better. Yeah, I just got to keep finding ways to get better. Keep unfolding to this leadership role that I'm taking, along with DJ, along with Justin Hardy. Yeah, wish I could have had some more opportunities to make plays on the ball, to be able to make some plays for the team, for my team. But I didn't. It's unfortunate. Yeah, like I said, I got to find ways to improve. I got to find ways to get better.
You have one more game left. It's against the New England Patriots, so it's not just any last game. This is a rivalry game. How important is it for you guys to go in there and to get a victory and head into the offseason?
It's extremely important. Of course, like last game going into the offseason, we want to get the dub. You know, we know we're capable of doing that, no matter who on the other side. So, yeah, we just got to make sure we prepared. You know, they feel the same way, like they want to get a win as well. So we got to make sure we prepare the right way, and you know, I'm looking forward to it.
Sauce, I'm sorry if this is a repeat. What did you make of what Flacco was doing out there for the short period of time he's been with these guys?
He's doing a great job. You know, you can tell he's confident. He always been like a nonchalant type person. Like he always confident when he on the field. Yeah, you can just tell by how he playing. You know, he's extremely confident in what he do and his guys that he throw the ball to. You know, yeah, it shows.
When you heard Cooper wasn't playing, did you expect them to go to the tight ends more at that point?
Kind of did. Cause like the original game plan, like I was gonna be following Cooper. I was gonna be going to his side. So like when we found out he wasn't playing last minute, it's just like there was a lot of stuff going on. We just had to adjust on the fly. You know what I mean?
You helped turn around the culture at Cincinnati with that whole group that you had there. What do you guys have to do to turn around the culture here?
I feel like I do a pretty good job leading by example. You know, I make mistakes as well. I'm not perfect, but, you know, I try my best to be a leader. Yeah, I always try my best. You know, I'm always vocal. I talk a lot. Yeah. I just got to keep making sure I'm leading by example. And when the vocal side of it, you know, all the guys on the team, they respect me. You know what I mean? yeah, we're gonna turn it around for sure.
As a defense, you guys haven't really experienced anything like that first half. How did you kind of process it as it was happening? You know, positive or whatever as that was going down.
We just had to play football. You know, there's a lot going on. We just had the mentality we got to play. Got to play football, play our game. Unfortunately, we demonstrated our style when it was kind of too late. Second half, we should have been did that at the start of the game. So, you know, that's on us.
One more.
You mentioned having fun to the leader a couple of times. Can you just briefly explain how that has been this up until this point?
It's been cool. You know, it's easier in the corner room, you know, because it's less people, but it's kind of hard when you got a lot of, like, when you got vets, C.J. Mosley, Quinnen, I can name so many people, Solomon Thomas, like all type of guys. It's hard to really, like, get to that role when you got so many people that's older, so many people that's, you know, they really saying what should be said already. So, you know, I just listen to what they saying, you know, when it comes to the team and help benefiting the team. And, yeah, you know, I pay attention to it, and I make sure I embrace that role, especially when it comes to the secondary.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Sauce.
You guys had 12 penalties today. What do you guys have to do to clean that up?
Just be more locked in. You know, we got delayed games. We got to get to the ball, get to the huddle faster, get the play call faster, get out to the ball. You know, when you got guys like Myles Garrett and Zadarius Smith on the other side, you know, as a tackle or whatever, center guard, you know, you want to get off on that on the snap count, and because you know those guys are coming. So you know that's probably going to happen once or twice a game. It just happened too many times today, but just offensively, I felt like we were moving the ball well. We just kept shooting ourselves in the foot, which has been the story the whole year. And we could have helped out the defense a little more, but it is what it is.
When you guys went and scored on that first drive, I don't think you've done that this year. Did you feel like you were going to get things running a little differently offensively?
Yeah. I mean, I feel confident every week. You know, we just want to get the ball in our playmakers' hands and make sure that, you know, we're in a position to make the plays that we want to make. You know, today I felt like when we were moving the ball and staying penalty-free, we were doing whatever we wanted on offense. And granted, you know, those guys do a great job with moving guys around in their D-line and trying to get to the ball. But, you know, I felt like if we didn't shoot ourselves in the foot so much with the penalties, we would have been in a better position.
At the end of the game, you guys were down 17 and 14 at different times in the fourth quarter, and you were throwing a lot of passes to running backs underneath. What was the thinking there, and is it hard to come back? Well, you're a good receiver out of the backfield. Is it hard to make a comeback doing that?
No, because I can score anytime I touch the ball, so I don't think that's a bad thing or anything like that. I feel like, you know, the quarterbacks are going to take what the defense is giving them. You can't force anything, because then if you force something, you're turning the ball over.
We saw you talking to Flacco before the game. After the game, what do you think this meant to him? You know, facing a team that let him walk and didn't follow him. You know, this year when you guys issues at quarterback.
Yeah. It honestly, it probably meant a lot to him. I know it did, just to get a win. In general, you know, they're going to the playoffs and everything, but just being around him. Kind of similar to being with Aaron. He has so much knowledge. He's such a cool, laid back dude. You know, I wish I had a little bit more time with him to gain a better relationship. But we definitely had a good time while he was here. But you know, I wish him the best. But I know that this was a good win for him and for his confidence.
Do you think seeing and feeling what happened at the end of the game here in this stadium with them clinching the playoffs in front of their fans, I mean, does that drive you? Does that motivate you? Do you, when you see something you haven't accomplished yet but want to?
You know, this whole season has just it's been frustrating. I mean, I'm motivated every week, but you know, I worked my ass off this off season to come back. You know, I expect to be one of the best in the league, and I couldn't really show that the whole season. So, you know, I just tell everybody to get their laughs out now, because it's not going to be like that in the near future. We're going to be a lot better. So I'm excited to see what we do.
You had that famous quote at Iowa State about a 5-star culture can beat 5-star recruits. What do you guys have to do to create a 5-star culture here?
It just starts with holding everybody accountable. It starts with me as well, you know. Just with little things. holding each other accountable every play, every down in practice and meetings and walkthroughs, just all the little stuff like that. And then that translates to the field. And, the grit, grind, and the effort, that's how it's going to come. But, it starts with just being on your P's and Q's with every little thing. And, when you're on the little things and the natural ability stuff starts to take over and you can make plays.
Garrett, you felt that stadium there at the end. I don't know how long you stuck around and watched, after they clinched the playoffs. Do you envision that? How do you envision that for yourself when you see that happen to somebody else, to another team?
Yeah, I mean, it's I got a lot of boys on that team. I definitely saw them make their rounds around the stadium and clinch their playoff spot. And I'm confident that my turn's coming, that our turn's coming. I'm going to grind to make sure that happens. I know it's not by accident. Winning in this league is precious, and because of that, I got to be on my details. I got to be on. This off season will be, the hardest I've ever gone in my life. And I just want to make it possible for us. It's you give yourself a chance by working hard. You give yourself a chance by going about things right during the week and preparing. And then you got to go out there and do it on Sunday, man. So credit to them for getting it done when they had to. We were in those shoes last year and we did it. We needed a game to get it done, and like I said, winning this league is hard. It's precious. We got to find a way to get over that hump, man, and pull it together because that's the goal, make the playoffs for sure.
How frustrating are the penalties, and why haven't you been able to fix them, do you think?
Yeah, it's really frustrating. I think that there's a big discrepancy between playing at home and playing on the road. With the crowd noise. You come into a place like this. I mean, we haven't played an atmosphere like that since week 1. Week 2, whatever it may have been. But it's you get some of those false starts, some of those things that we got to clean up on. There's no excuse for it. You asked me for why it may be happening. I just try to give you the best answer. There's no excuse for it. We got to fix it. But that's the best answer I could give you. I don't know.
Yeah, you played with Flacco last year. Do you think this game held a little extra juice for him because the Jets didn't bring him back? They didn't call him.
Oh, I'm sure. He's that type of guy. He's wired like that. He told me after the season last year that he wasn't going to go play somewhere and be a backup. He was going to go play. He stood on all 10 about that, and when he's got his opportunities, he ran with him. So I'm happy for him, and he's a great guy. First of all, the type of guy you want on your team, fun to play with. And it's awesome to see him go out there and spin it. I wish it wasn't against us this week. But, with that said, he deserves everything coming his way. And I got a lot of respect for that man, for sure.
Yeah, you had a drive early in the game, not you, the team, with 12 men on the field and an illegal formation on the same drive. What's going on with the operation?
It's not clean enough. I can't exactly. I'm frustrated just as much when something like that happens. As the people watching, and I'm sure there's no excuse for it. We gotta clean that stuff up. It can't happen. It kills drives. We're not good enough to overcome it. We haven't been all season. If we were, then maybe we're not having this conversation. But the reality of it was, things like that have killed our drives all season, and we haven't fixed it. So we gotta fix it.
It's uncharacteristic. I mean, you guys are third-ranked defense in the league, so how do you even put your finger on something like that?
Just execution. It was things we normally pick up. I don't know if the lights were just too bright on this stage, but football is football. It was just really simple coverages. The game plan was flawless, like I said. Coach Yu made the game plan very simple so we could have our cleats in the ground and play. We just didn't execute in the first half for whatever reason.
Did you feel like the short week hurt you guys this week?
I don't want to make any excuses, but that definitely could have been a thing. But, he called the same play calls, that we've been playing throughout the whole year. So I wouldn't use that as a valid excuse. I just think, we just didn't execute. We just didn't do our jobs. There's a lot of opportunities to make plays on the ball to get picks, and whether we hesitated or didn't think that was the play, it was right there in front of us, what we studied on film. So we just got to make those plays.
Gee, I don't know how long you were out on the field after the game, but they had quite the party and celebration there. Punching the playoff run.
Yeah.
That's something that you guys watch, right?
Yeah.
Did you watch that?
I didn't really watch it. I congratulated some of the guys, talked to a few guys that I know over there. I seen 85, the tight end, celebrating with the fans for a little bit, and then I just walked. So I didn't really sit and just look at it. But they got a great fan base. That's probably the loudest I've heard throughout the whole season. They were hungry to get their playoff berth. So give credit to them. But as far as our defense, I just felt like we just didn't execute the first half. We gave up 28 points, which is crazy. So we just have to be better and we have to execute.
DJ, you played your former team before when you played the Seattle last year, when you played San Francisco and Seattle. Do you think Flacco had a little extra motivation today?
Oh, yeah. I think so, most definitely. Like, who wouldn't? I think Elijah Moore did as well. You definitely want to have some type of fuel, especially when you're playing. You want to find something that motivates you, and, I feel like they definitely played that way and definitely had a chip coming into the game.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Open your BetMGM app to claim your 50% live odds boost. Only at BetMGM, the king of sports books. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. You must be 21 years of age or older to wager. New Jersey and New York only. All promotions are subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Rewards issued as non-withdrawable free bets or site credit. Free bets expire in 7 days from issuance. Please gamble responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY in New York or text HOPE-NY 467369 in New York or 1-800-GAMBLER in New Jersey.